Questions and doubts are still there regarding Ripple and XRP. But remember, there is so much happening in the background which we will cover here today. Bank of America is actually highlighting a partnership between Ripple and processing firms like Visa and MoneyGram. Remember this, we are partnered with great institutions like Visa, and Bank of America is pointing that out. Now as we move on, we get much more information which will actually shed light on some of the dark scenes which we need to know.
Bringing back the gold standard would be very hard to do, but boy, would it be wonderful. We'd have a standard on which to base our money.
A solid country because it was based on a gold standard. We don't have that anymore. There is something very nice about the concept of that. It would be very, very hard to do at this point, and one of the problems is we don't have the gold. Other places have the gold.
So that means getting back into the gold standard could mean someone else would be on top rather than the US, the America. But keep in mind what he stated. There is something nice about that concept. That's actually cool. Anyway, let's continue.
It doesn't have to be gold. But since central banks in over 100 countries already hold gold as part of their international reserves,
so many central banks should hold that particular asset. And it should be a unified monetary system and neutral reserve asset.
it seems a good, neutral reserve asset. I like the idea of a gold standard. I mean, it could be used in a very cryptocurrency way. The point is, do you have a unified money system so that when you talk about the international marketplace, everyone is playing on a level monetary playing field? Another Bretton Woods, or at least we need to be thinking in terms of a neutral reference point, a global unit of account. I mean, something like a gold standard even, updated to reflect a digital world and fast-moving.
If you are receiving value out of the content, do hit the like button, subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get updated about the future videos. So again, a global, fast-moving, neutral unit of account. Oh boy, oh, that's getting so interesting here. Now you can actually close your eyes and just say there is nothing happening around. XRP is nothing. You know, as many just states usually, I can see the hate and haters coming in the comment section and putting all those things in. But it won't actually matters, because when they say like it's not going above 0.6, it's not going above 1. Actually, I'll say thanks to those guys who don't actually believe in this asset, because it's because of them we will remain on the history books of modern finance, as the story is actually changing. The world is changing for good, and we have actually partnered with a hell lot of institutions who are actually making great changes. When we go through this information, we get a lot more insights. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Today we have plenty of information to read together to understand what is really happening in the background. Now when we actually look at the first one here, this is from Bank of International Settlements. They are showing a technological platform where central banks are to work together. Remember, central banks are to work together. Now, how did we explain the video previously? Now these central banks are coming to find market-oriented solutions. So currently on the crisis mode, what kind of solution does the market need? Okay, anyway, let's move. Now we know Siam is a partner of Ripple and they are advancing, but they're not actually using XRP as of now. So keep that in mind as we move forward, because there is something else coming. Bank of America showing the potential changes in the banking sector, and RippleNet as a smart candidate is an advancement, because when you actually see how they are highlighting or representing the challenges of the old system and the opportunities of the current system, that is massive. And Bank of America states Ripple has 300 financial institutions in over 40 countries, and also highlights It is partnered with payment processing firms like Visa and MoneyGram. So that's again huge and massive. When Bank of America is pointing this out, remember, other small institutions, small corporations are looking at them. Now, as we move forward, we get things like these. A talk of digital currency, which is slowly getting on the table because of the current crisis mode activities. UN recognize that this will be a leap in the right direction, and it will also be a disruptive shift. So are you in the disruptors team, or are you willing to hold on the greatest digital asset ever created? Okay, anyway, now getting back into this, what we have to understand is by May, 55 banks are coordinating to ease the reconciliation process. Now, for those who don't understand that, that's a term which goes in the traditional banking process inside, the Nostro, Vostro, and all those shits. Of course, with the new infrastructure which is being laid out, they don't have to do that because the new infrastructure is so efficient, they can actually move through without these difficulties. Now, Payments Canada is highlighting the partnership between Ripple and SCB for payments. Think someone from somewhere else is highlighting this. So they are going to announce something, or at least working on something else. Now, everyone and their brothers are looking for a rally, and the history points to that direction. Remember, during bull markets, many coins will pump, but the question is, are we here for just 1 or 2 years bull market, or to be there in the history when it is written about new modern finance? Now, we all know that that will be written by 2024 or 2025 based on Ripple's prediction. There will always be naysayers who say technical analysis is not useful. It's up to you whether you believe in this or not. But for me, it works well to understand the odds out there. And when we are in a market which is consolidating or bearish or bullish, whichever it is, 90% of the time, for me, it's correct. And in investing, you should be ready to be wrong for at least 10% of time. Anyhow, we have broken above the 1 year long trend line resistance here. Now we will be targeting at least a 40% rise. Now that takes up the price around 0.27 to 0.275, which is the target of this move. Now if we reach there, that is again taking us 125% up from the bottom which we made. Now moving on to weekly chart, we are breaking out with less volume, you can actually see, and the MACD is crossing to the upside with volume upside as we highlighted previously. Now if we are shifting the attention from daily to monthly chart, that's long-term perspective, boy. It's actually showing you a reversal candle. That is cool. I don't think I'll get a chance to buy more below 0.16. Anyway, I'm happy with what I have in my portfolio, and I have still some dry powder left in case it wicks down, as I stated you previously. Now, what I'll ask you guys is, are you satisfied with what you have as your XRP holdings? Do let me know what time frame you're willing to hold your asset. For you guys, whether it will be for 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, because the history is changing. At least personally for me, next 5 to 10 years, I'll be holding this asset. Now depends, I may even hold some till 20 years. Let's see. Do let me know in the comment section what you guys actually think about this. If you are receiving value out of the content, do hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell notification icon to get updated about the future videos.